The discussion around Victor Wembanyama becoming the next face of the NBA, as highlighted by Canty, offers an intriguing and multifaceted perspective on the current state of the league. The debate touches on the transition from iconic American-born players like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry to a new generation of stars and whether a non-American player, such as Wembanyama, can assume the mantle of global NBA ambassador. This question raises several essential points about the future of the league, the influence of international players, and the cultural expectations within American sports. The NBA has been heavily reliant on its American-born superstars, and historically, players like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James not only dominated on the court but also shaped the global image of basketball. These players, through their exceptional skill, charisma, and off-court endeavors, were able to resonate deeply with American audiences while also transcending national boundaries. The NBA's globalization efforts, beginning in the 1990s and accelerating in recent decades, have been remarkably successful, bringing talent from across the globe into the league. Players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, and Luka Doncic are now among the league's brightest stars, and Wembanyama could soon join their ranks. However, Canty's point raises a fundamental cultural question. Can an international player, no matter how talented, fully connect with American fans in the same way as a homegrown superstar? The NBA, despite its international expansion, is still a league rooted in American culture, and for many fans, the face of the league is seen as a representative of American athleticism, values, and entertainment. While players like Antetokounmpo and Jokic are celebrated globally, their stories and personas might not resonate as strongly with the American public as those of LeBron or Curry. Anthony Edwards is a prime example of a player with the potential to carry the torch for American-born stars. His confidence, charisma, and on-court talent have drawn comparisons to some of the NBA's greats. Yet, as pointed out in the discussion, he has not yet achieved the level of success, both in terms of winning championships and assuming the leadership role that would cement him as the next face of the NBA. The reluctance of some younger stars to take on the additional responsibilities of being the league's ambassador is a recurring theme. In contrast to LeBron, who embraced the role from a young age and became the embodiment of the NBA for nearly 2 decades, today's emerging stars seem more hesitant. Edwards himself has expressed a desire to focus primarily on playing the game rather than dealing with the off-court obligations that come with being the face of the league. This shift in attitude reflects a broader cultural change within the NBA and professional sports, where athletes are increasingly focused on maintaining personal control over their careers and avoiding the intense scrutiny that comes with superstardom. At the same time, the success of the NBA's globalization efforts cannot be overlooked. As pointed out by the speakers, the league has invested heavily in initiatives like NBA Africa and the expansion of its reach in Europe and Asia. These efforts have produced a new wave of international stars, and the results are evident. For the past 7 years, the NBA MVP has been awarded to foreign-born players. This trend is the culmination of decades of work to develop basketball talent globally, and Wembanyama represents the next evolution of that movement. Standing over 7 feet tall with a skill set that defies traditional positional definitions, Wembanyama is already being hailed as a generational talent. His potential to become a transformative player in the NBA is undeniable, and his arrival could further solidify the NBA's international appeal. However, the rise of international stars has also led to concerns about the league's connection to its American roots. As the discussion suggests, the NBA may be facing a paradox. Its efforts to grow the game globally have succeeded, but at the expense of diminishing the prominence of American-born players. The challenge for the NBA moving forward will be balancing its global ambitions with maintaining its appeal to its core American audience. While Wembanyama and other international stars may continue to drive the league's growth, there remains a need for American-born players to step into the spotlight and carry the league's legacy within the U.S. Ultimately, the question of whether an international player like Wembanyama can become the face of the NBA will depend on more than just his on-court performance. It will also depend on how well he can connect with American fans, media, and culture. As Canty and the other speakers point out, being the face of the NBA is not just about being the best player. It is about being a leader, a role model, and a cultural icon. If Wembanyama can embrace those responsibilities, he has the potential to redefine what it means to be the face of the NBA in the 21st century. However, if the league continues to struggle to find an American-born successor to LeBron, the conversation about the NBA's identity and its relationship with its American fanbase will only intensify.